Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. What I do, what I do for you. I got a nice quick lesson for you today. I've been hearing everybody talk about the pineal gland. I can open your third eye in 30 seconds or 30 minutes. No, I'm gonna give a quick lesson about third eye, aka the pineal gland. But let's do what we do. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message a story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. You got a good thing going. Let's go. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. So I have a plan. I have an agenda to give you information so that you can know that stuff. If you follow and tune into me, that's what you're here for. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Do you know you? It's the question, rhetorical, but if you don't know, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. A person who knows and knows that they know, knows not that they know, is asleep spiritually. I can awaken from the spiritual alarm clock. It knowledge itself. Wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. And to my eye, be true. Quick lesson. Shouldn't take that long to run through this one, but I got a few points I'm going to try to make right quick to get my point in. A quick lesson. All right, here you go. The pineal gland, aka the third eye, is the communication gland to your higher self. You know who that is? God. hmm We call it the third eye. Yeah, but it's our spiritual eye. Why? Because it sees spiritually. It sees the inner person. Okay. These eyes see outward. Third eye sees inward. It sees you. It's giving you an understanding of who you are. So when you get that gland open, now you got God checking you out, so to speak. And when you raise your spiritual knowledge, aka become conscious, your pineal gland is now activated. Why? Because you're gonna start downloading information straight from the source. They call it Akashic record. That's where all information dwells. That's what the pineal gland is tied into, the Akashic record. Okay. It takes some, excuse me. It takes some people years of what daily practice of righteous living to what activate the pineal gland, because righteous living is the way to activate it. Obtaining spiritual knowledge, living righteous is the way to activate it. There's no other way. No other way. So if somebody will tell you, I can open your pineal gland in 30 minutes. I got years in. I've got people I've been teaching for years, still trying to get it open, still trying to get it. Why? Because it takes time. It's a process. And everybody does it different. It happens at everybody's own rate. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So when you master using both sides of the hemisphere of your brain, that's opening up the pineal gland, third eye. Why? You ain't heavy on this side, you ain't heavy on that side. You bounce out in both sides of the brain, the right, the left, rationale, and emotion. Women, men, however you want to do it. But once you have balance with using both sides of the brain, the pineal gland activates. The third eye is open. Now you getting information like nobody's business. It's called intuitive knowledge. It's in there. You just gotta raise your conscious level to get there. That's the Akashic record dome. That's the we only use 10%, and that's genius level of our brain capacity. So you got 90% of knowledge, information that's just there. That's Akashic. That's what you try to get to. And when you get to that level, you know everything you need to know. But the first thing is to know thyself. Let's go. Now, they call the God transmitter the third eye, pineal gland. Why? I send out information. I don't teach every aspect. No, the pineal gland ain't my area of expertise. I just understand why, because I open mine so I can tell you a little bit about it. But when I see guys break it down, I love that. I don't teach it. I send it to other people so you can learn from somebody who does that. I do right thinking philosophy, so understand that. But that pineal gland thing, okay, is one, the three wise men, or the candy Christ, the thalamus, what's that other one? Thalamus, the pituitary gland, and the pineal gland. The three wise men. Again, if you got that lesson, you understand. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not going to go all the way into that because he do a whole lesson on it and it's very informative. And you can't knock it. If you're a Christian, you might not like it because he's dispelling all your beliefs and bringing it to reality. So it ain't going to be good to you. But it's informative information that is good to know and to have, and you can use it to your discretion. Then you got the 12 parts of the brain, aka 12 disciples. See, all this is information that's going down, kicking down the road. I did a CSF concept, the oil, aka the Christos, the sacred oil, or the CSF, cerebral spinal fluid. If not wasted, fellas, if you don't masturbate or have sex for 28-day cycle, like a female, if she go to her cycle and once she get pregnant and don't no other man put his sperm in it, that's called immaculate conception. No other sperm was in that vagina for the 28-day period that it went through. So, men, we have our purification with our semen retention. Practice it, and what it does is, watch this. If you retain your cerebral spinal fluid, aka uh, purified semen, 28 days, it purifies as it goes up the vertebrae, come into the brain, and come back down like Santa Claus coming down the chimney, bringing you gifts. That's life onto your life. That's added life to you. Yeah. Didn't know that, did you? Uh-huh. See? It's amazing how when you get information that you don't know, just absorb it, think about it, understand it, then meditate on it, and see if it makes sense. You ain't got to agree on everything, but do it make sense. You don't knock what makes sense. Why? There's somebody it makes sense to. Somebody. If it makes sense to you, that means you understand it just like they do. Simple. Where we at? Okay. When your pineal gland is activated, you have direct contact to God. Mm-hmm. Like you having a computer. My computer tied into some main. I don't know about that stuff. I know how it works. Constantly conceptualizing, understanding. God, same way. Everybody taps into them. They can get to them. Once you tap into them, now you can use them to your benefit. You work, do, and obey your higher self, and you get blessed. Moving on. I'm trying to get this out of the way very quick. Okay, now we call the pineal's got a third eye. It's really the first eye. Why? Because it's internal. All seeing, the all seeing eye belongs to God. You know what that is? The sun. Sorry about that. It sees all. It's all seeing. When it rises, it covers everything. All seeing. It's a symbolic concept. It's a metaphor. Remember, I give you esoteric lessons. The hidden message behind the all-seeing eye is the sun conceptually. Let's go. I wear the eye, what? Of Haru. Okay? That means I'm conscious of who I am. I know myself. It means I'm enlightened. I know myself. If you don't know you, but you know a whole bunch of other stuff, how smart are you? For real. So understand that. Don't give me a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's talk about you. Now I come from the streets. I use my street discernment. Why? Because I see what people are looking at. When you on the streets, some of us we have a certain way to walk. We got a certain way. And that's it. All right, that's it. I hear now is that aura, your body. On the street, I just knew if you came to me wrong, I'm not messing with you. Why? I see you ain't who you claim to be. That's why. So on the street, that's my discernment. It means I know you. I know. Well, I ain't got none. I heard you. Don't make a difference. I ain't got none. Okay. I use next one up. Now my spiritual eye that I got now is the same as my street eye, just different in the purpose. Now I see you for who you really are. You claim to be spiritual. You claim to be God fearing. No, you're not. I see that. Maybe my other people fool, but that's why I say my discernment is less sharper than most people. So you can fool them, you can't fool me. I see and I know you. I use my spiritual eye to see what? Spiritual truths in people. I can tell if you're real. I'll let you know. And I can tell if you're fake. I'm also going to let you know. Opening your third eye. What does it really mean? It means that you are living a spiritually disciplined lifestyle and you start to see things for what they really are. The veil of ignorance has been lifted. You're not faked out by the illusion of other people and what they act. Nope, nope. You start seeing them for who they really are. Again, open your third eye and lifting the veil of ignorance of your spiritual self. Okay? We are, again, spiritual beings having human experience, but you need to use what? Your spiritual gifts, like I do. Enhance what you already have. Strengthen the things that you're good at and work on the things that you're not good at, and you'll be good across the board. That's what it's all about. We spiritual beings having human experience. Take care of all the human things that you could. That's what you can control. Other stuff, not so much. I tell people, I see what you don't even look at. That's people's souls, the spirit. I can tell if your intention, I have that discerning eye, okay? Just like on the corner, I knew by the way you walk and the way you came down, if you was really down, excuse me. When I walk, I got that swag. That come from the street. If you ain't street, you ain't got street swag. So if I'm out here and you, no, my man, you ain't one of us. So again, but now I don't do that no more. Now I'm into the spiritual concept. So if your spiritual swag ain't all you claim it to be, I'm gonna let you know, my man, stop perpetrating. Why? I see you, I know you, and you ain't playing fair. Now I can tell by what your actions and your words. Again, if what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. There's no balance there. And that means he's not living or she's not living my yacht. I keep balancing my life for that purpose. Trust me, I understand. And when you don't do that, I can tell you ain't doing it right. I'm the spiritual police. Okay? I went from being the bad guy to being the police of spirituality. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, if you're faking spirituality, I'm going to call you out. Okay? Every now and then, hope I can bust you upside your head to the white meat show. But my job is to let others know. No. Warning, danger, danger, don't deal with him. Let me wrap this up. Hope you get the lesson. Do you know you are God? For everyone who don't have an answer to that question, let me help you out. For all you got, all you believers in God, you need to become a right thinker and become a knower of God. That's all. You can still do what you do, but I'm gonna give you information so you can know God. So the choice is yours. I know thyself, and I am God in the flesh. But that's I know what y'all Christians say, but if he was God in the flesh by how he lived and what he did, we all can do the same thing. Become Christ-like Christians in the flesh. But I have knowledge of self, aka God. With God knowledge, you good to go. Scholarly knowledge, all the other knowledge means nothing. Self-knowledge will trump all that every time. Trust me. I don't have to tell you who you are. Why? I can teach you who you should be. Your best self, aka God. That's who I profess, and that's who I prepare myself to be every day. As the master of myself and my right thinking philosophy, getting you to know yourself is my goal. My mission from God. Okay, as the Blues Brothers say, I'm on a mission from God to get all those who partake in my right thinking philosophy to know themselves, and by doing that, you'll know God. Wrapping it up, here we go. Right thinkers, to know thyself is to what? Have your pineal gland, your third eye open. I do that for you. Pay attention, and you can make it happen by the instructions I'm giving you on a day-to-day basis. That's how it's done. It's a process. Get with the movement. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. It was quick. I got to go.